These 5 U.S. cities have just been revealed as the best for foodies. This post may have affiliate links, which means we may receive a small commission, at no extra cost to you, if you choose to purchase through them. Here's our disclosure and privacy policy for more info. Share the article. Facebook. 34. Twitter. Email. Last updated 1 day ago. With so many places throughout the U.S. offering their very own and unique food and drink scene, these 5 U.S. cities have just been revealed as the best for foodies. The American company, Yelp, which publishes crowdsourced reviews about a range of businesses, including restaurants, bars and cafes, is responsible for coming up with the below top 5 list, which was compiled by their data science team. The city of Asheville, North Carolina. What data was used to create the list? Basically, the team of data scientists at Yelp searched through a list of cities, which have a population of less than 250,000 people, to find the restaurants that have the highest ratings from those that are not local to the city, and are therefore classified as visitors. This data has then been combined with customer reviews, that have been left on Yelp, to come up with a list of the top cities for foodies throughout the United States. Woman enjoying a paella. So, without further ado, let's take a look at which U.S. cities are considered to be the best for the traveling foodie. 5. Bend, Redmond, Oregon. At number 5 in the list of the best destinations for foodies in the U.S. is the city of Bend, Redmond, in the state of Oregon, which is located in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States. North America, United States, Oregon, Redmond, Bend. And, there is no surprise that the city makes into the top 5, with it being a great choice for both the meat-eating traveler and the seafood lovers, with a huge choice of restaurants serving up everything from juicy burgers and locally sourced steaks, to some of the freshest fish and seafood going. The city is also the place for those that enjoy sampling local craft beer, with multiple top-rated breweries and pubs operating in the vicinity. 4. Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Aerial view of Kill Devil Hills looking north from the shoreline. Although being a town with a population of just over 7,000 people, Kill Devil Hills is certainly no small player when it comes to the food game. With its food scene sure to satisfy the taste buds of every traveling foodie. It literally offers everything you could possibly wish for when it comes to food, from pizzerias and food served straight from the grill of a barbecue, to restaurants offering you the opportunity to tuck into the very best when it comes to locally caught seafood. Ipsos highlighted tourists' main concerns when traveling by air: theft, 62%, accidents, 60%, lost luggage, 45%, and transportation failures, 40%. Regarding accommodation, over 80% of travelers declared that security measures were highly important and mentioned the need for first aid kits, 83%, extinguishers, 75%, burglar alarms, 73%, insurance, 71%, smoke detectors, 68%, and gas and carbon monoxide detectors, 63%. Mexican police patrolling beach in Mexico. This information has been gathered and was considered by Airbnb and Mexican authorities to improve safety measures and guarantee tourists a pleasant stay. As part of the Verano Seguro campaign, hosts have been receiving tools and information regarding security practices and safety measures, along with the local community. Building safer vacation rentals for travelers in Mexico. Starting this month, in July, Airbnb and Mexican Civil Prevention will provide hosts in Mexico with free smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. A logistic process has been created exclusively for Mexico for the delivery of the detectors and the implementation of the new measures. Airbnb also formally introduced the new Air Cover Insurance, one of Airbnb's major updates this year, in the country, a brand new insurance service that offers booking protection, helps travelers find similar homes in the neighborhood, alternative check-in solutions, a 24-hour safety line, and more. The home rental company also recommended tourists stay on the platform when booking a vacation rental. It is important to always make reservations within the Airbnb platform and never move the conversation outside or make the reservation payment through a channel other than the one enabled by the platform. The platform, as Airbnb states, remains the safest space to communicate, and hosts should never ask for an external wire transfer or cash payment. If this happens, users should report and warn through the platform. Regarding all safety improvements and Airbnb's new alliance with Mexican authorities, Ángel Terral, director of Airbnb for Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean, stated, "Security is a priority for Airbnb and the company is constantly working to develop new solutions that help guests travel with confidence and peace of mind." Airbnb crackdown on night bookings. Read more. U.S. travelers will see this new technology at airports to speed up TSA lines. Travel insurance that covers COVID-19 for 2022. Airbnb makes major updates to platform and adds new features for travelers. Join the community. The Travel Off Path Community FB group has all the latest reopening news, conversations, and condas happening daily. Travel Off Path Group 11. Subscribe to our latest posts. Enter your email address to subscribe to Travel Off Path's latest breaking travel news, straight to your inbox. Email address. Subscribe. Disclaimer: current travel rules and restrictions can change without notice. The decision to travel is ultimately your responsibility. Contact your consulate and/or local authorities to confirm your nationality's entry and/or any changes to travel requirements before traveling. Travel Off Path does not endorse traveling against government advisories. Tags. Airbnb. Mexican authorities. Mexico travel. Travel safety. Previous. Top 6 things to do in Grand Teton National Park. Female tourist holding up a map and split, Croatia. Next. 3 big changes coming to Croatia next year travelers need to know. Comments. Notify me of new posts by email. Comment. Write your comment. Name. Email. Comment. Follow Travel Off Path. Facebook. Twitter. Instagram. Subscribe to new posts. Enter your email address to subscribe to Travel Off Path's latest breaking travel news, straight to your inbox. Email address. Subscribe. Off Path Enterprises. Travel Off Path is an Off Path Enterprises production. The Cancun Sun. The Bali Sun. Terms of use. Privacy policy and terms. Menu. Home. About. Travel news. Work with us. Copyright 2022 Travel Off Path. Big changes coming to Croatia next year travelers need to know. This post may have affiliate links, which means we may receive a small commission, at no extra cost to you, if you choose to purchase through them. Here's our disclosure and privacy policy for more info. Share the article. Facebook. 264. Twitter. Email. Last updated 1 day ago. Some big changes are coming to Croatia next year that will directly impact tourists visiting the Mediterranean country. If you're one of those dreaming of a Dalmatian summer in 2023, especially now that all COVID entry requirements have been dropped, be warned, new visa regimes changes and a new, stronger currency are being introduced. Female tourist holding up a map and split, Croatia. After spending decades as an obscure nation in the southeastern Europe, due to its period under communist rule, Croatia has been consistently swinging west and experiencing a pronounced tourism revival in recent years. Nevertheless, as cliché as it might sound, progress is impossible without change. Now, the country is preparing to take another step on its path to European integration, and that includes making some major updates to its border regime and economy. Croatia's tourist visa rules are changing from 2023. Pervutina border crossing in Croatia, European Union external border. Croatia has been in European Union, EU, member since 2013, famously the last country to have joined the collective as of yet. While EU accession was no small achievement already, considering Croatia had been part of a communist union with other post-Yugoslav states only 22 years earlier, the country still had a long way to go in its Europeanization. Despite being a full EU member, Croatia had been so far blocked from joining the continent's passport-free Schengen area. Comprising 26 countries that are either members of the EU or the EEA, European Economic Association, and Switzerland, the Schengen Treaty allows individuals to cross borders freely when traveling within the bloc. Aerial view of mountain road along Adriatic coast in Croatia, Mediterranean Sea, southeastern Europe. What is the Schengen area? Since its introduction in the mid-90s, Schengen has revolutionized travel in Europe. While international arrivals are still subject to passport control when traveling from a third country, e.g., flying from the United States to France or Spain, there are no actual borders or identity checks for tourists country hopping in the Schengen area. This means Americans can easily drive from Italy into Switzerland, then Slovenia, Austria, and Hungary, or the other way around, as easily as traveling between different states in the U.S., without any passport checks. Americans and other non-EU/EEA/Swiss citizens can stay in the Schengen area for up to 90 days out of every 180-day period. EU flags waving in the wind, European Union countries. The 90-180 rule does not apply to European countries that are not in the Schengen area, including Ireland, Romania, Bulgaria, Cyprus, and Croatia, that either have not qualified for Schengen accession yet, or have opted out of the agreement, in Ireland's case. When visiting those non-Schengen EU countries, tourists can stay up to 90 days in each country. Croatia's accession into Schengen will inevitably change its border regime. Group of tourists taking pictures at the viewpoint over Dubrovnik, Croatia. As you might have suspected, Croatia will soon be waving goodbye to its non-Schengen peers. In order to become a member of Schengen, countries must fulfill numerous criteria, even after they have become EU members. Croatia had succeeded in attaining EU membership, but its inclusion in the Schengen Treaty had been placed on hold, until now. As issues pertaining to the strengthening of Croatia's borders with non-EU countries such as Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Montenegro are resolved, and the country's success in implementing much-needed reforms is recognized, the European Council seems ready to give the Adriatic hotspot its coveted Schengen status, at last. European Union flags flying against European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium. In a press release issued on June 29, the Council affirms the draft text proposing Croatia's inclusion in the treaty will be handed to the European Parliament for consultation. As fellow EU members, especially Slovenia bordering Croatia to the north, are strong advocates for the country's entry into Schengen, it is highly likely this will materialize as soon as 2023. The Prime Minister expects a decision to be made in the upcoming weeks, with all border checks between Croatia and other Schengen EU states being tentatively dropped on January 1. Once it becomes a full member, Croatia will start applying Schengen's 90-180 rule. Essentially, any visits to other Schengen countries will count towards your visa limit in Croatia. Dominican Monastery in Bol, Brac, Dalmatican Coast, Croatia. For example, if you have spent 41 days traveling France and